Turn 2, here we go. I checked, and yes, we can grab this clue. If a clue pops in on you due to a Mythos card, you get it. You don't have to waste a turn. You can just pick it up. So we will do that. Giving that to Jenny gives her 3 clues. All right, here's what I'm thinking for this round. Jenny has a ton of money. There are pickpockets wandering around. Arkham is a nasty city. Let's spend it while we got it. So I'm thinking about sending her up to the curiosity shop to see if she can't get us maybe an elder sign or something very cool with all of her hard cash. So she has plenty of movement to do so. So I might send her up here to curiosity. Caroline probably should not be standing in downtown. There are too many monsters. If any of them activate, that's where they're heading. So I definitely want to get her out of the streets. She's got some money too. She needs clues. So I'm thinking about sending her down here. Graveyard and Black Cave both pop a lot of gates. So there's a chance if I send her to the graveyard, she might get sucked through. I'm okay with that, I think. I'm okay with that. So I think I'll send her to the graveyard with the hope of, after picking that up, maybe moving into the general store. And again, picking up some more items. But that's kind of long-term, and I know it's foolish with Arkham to plan long-term. But let's send Caroline down to the graveyard. Try and remember to reserve some movement points for that book we want to access. And then there's poor little Amanda. And here's what I'm thinking. You know, in movies and TV shows, there's always that one character who doesn't have the superpower or the special gift or the ability, and they feel like they're holding the team back, and they're not pulling their weight, so they go off and they do something really rash and stupid because they feel expendable. Yeah, I think that's Amanda this turn. I think she might head into Rivertown, where she's heard rumor that for the price of blood, you can get some info on what is happening in Arkham. And let's see what happens. Let's send her down here to undergo some black blood magic. If she dies, well, that happens. If she lives, then I think it's a sign that she is meant to battle this old one. But let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's see how she does. So that's sort of the game plan. Now let's finagle the stats to make that happen. So this turn, Miss Caroline's going to take over as first player. She doesn't have any upkeep she can do right now. Everybody's sanity is full, so we can't use her special ability. If we want to send her to pick up that clue, she's going to need 1, 2, 3, movement of 3. And if we want to use our tome, we need an additional 2. So she would need 5. Ooh, I don't think she can get that. We can get her 3. She can exhaust the map to get herself 4. Darn it. Okay. Well, I think the clue's more important. Excuse me. Okay. So let's leave her speed. We'll let her exhaust her tome. Let's give her a tiny bit of sneak just in case she needs it. But that'll give her a movement of 3, which will get her where she needs to go. All right, so last turn I misplayed Amanda, so I gave her back her second skill, right? I only picked 1. I was supposed to pick 2. So now she's speedy as well as stealthy, which is good because she has no other abilities at this point. I want to send her to Rivertown, where she's going to do she's going to make a Hail Mary here for us. So she only needs a movement of 2 for that, okay? She has a speed plus 1, but I don't, so I guess we'll just stick her, let's see, we'll just move her down 1. And is there anything else we need to move on her? Not really. For the blood magic, it's just a lucky roll. We'll see what happens. Good luck, honey. You're going to need it. And finally, the rich kid gets her allowance. She needs to get up there to that curiosity shop. She needs a movement of 3, and bam, she's really got plenty of that. So we'll just tick her. She only has a focus of 1, so she's a little hard to reset. But for now, we'll do that. Give her a little bit of extra speed. Caroline's our first player, and we're going to head her into the graveyard. 1, 2, 3, where she's going to pick up this clue. I'm going to put her in the graveyard because according to the little board indicators, there's a good chance of her getting more clue tokens or unique items. The Black Cave will give her common items and spells, and I'm really hoping for some more clues. So let's leave her there. See if we get lucky on the encounter. And then Amanda. Okay, so here's the gamble. She is heading into Rivertown, right? Yeah, because we didn't leave Caroline enough movement. Right. So it's just going to be Amanda next. Her movement is, yep, 2, 1, 2. She's going to end her turn here. She's going to try her hand at some blood magic. All right, so investigators who end their movement, they may choose, and Amanda's going to choose this. She's going to roll die equal to her current stamina, okay? Her stamina right now is sitting at 5. For every success, she gets to keep a stamina. For every failure, she loses it, okay? If she rolls all failures, she's going to be devoured, and we're going to start a new character. If she doesn't, however, if she's still standing, she'll gain 3 clue tokens. We do have one more trick up our sleeve if we need it. Remember, she has the flesh ward, okay? And this says we can cast at any phase, right? And for this, we might be able to forestall some stamina loss with this. But again, if she's gonna die, I'm gonna let her. I'm gonna let her. This is her moment. This is her moment to see what she can do. So we're looking for as many successes as possible so that she stays standing. All right. 2. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, she's gonna, so she will lose 3 stamina right now off the bat. She's gonna gain 3 clues. So do we want to cast Flesh Ward? It would cost 1 sanity cost. It would give her a chance, though, not to take any hits, so why not? Oh, I should have stuck her lore higher. Darn it. See, this is why you should think things through before you begin. Because it has a casting modifier of -2, and I left her lore at 3. I could have boosted it to 4. That's all right. It is what it is. Let's cast it. Let's try it. So she will lose a sanity trying this. And casting modifier -2, so she has 1 shot at this. 1 shot. To see if she can't stave off those 3 hits. Okay. Cast and exhaust. So let's exhaust it. Come on, Amanda. Yes! Oh my goodness. Okay, girly. You're meant to be here. I like it. So Flesh Ward activates. She's not going to take any stamina hit from the blood magic. I guess this girl has some powerful blood. And more importantly, she manages to get herself 3 clue tokens. So we are up to 5. Amanda, you went from a nobody to somebody. I think she found her major. Okay, is that it? Yep, that's it. This card stays in play. I guess we can do it again if we like. I don't know if we feel that brave. And then speedy little Jenny is going to hop on her motorbike and head 1, 2, 3 to the curiosity shop. Okay, encounters. Caroline goes first. She is hanging out in the graveyard, which is probably not the wisest choice, but that's all right. She'll be fine, I'm sure. What do we get? Ah, all right. Testifying Cooter Falwell latches onto you and rambles on about his spiritual benefits. Make a lore -1 check. If you pass, somewhere in his words you find a clue. Ooh, gain 1 clue, but lose 1 sanity. If you fail, move to the street. While you listen to him ramble on. All right, you know, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. Lore -1. So we don't have anything to help us with lore. We're just going to have to go with what we've got. Lore -1, 4, 3. Okay. Let's see if we can glean something from this crazy old man. Nothing. We got nothing. it's probably not worth it to really use anything. So we fail. He's just crazy. All we do is move to the street. Okay, it looks like we don't have to lose our sanity, though. The sanity loss was only if we pass. Okay, so we're kicked out to Rivertown. We'll go hang out with Amanda. Now, I don't think we can do blood magic with Caroline because this is only if we end our movement phase and we're in the encounter phase. So even though we're standing in River City, Caroline's not going to get a chance at this. I don't think I would have taken it anyway. Next up is Amanda. She is hanging in the street, so she's not going to have an encounter. Jenny, the curiosity shop, she's our last one to go, and we're going to take the shop option. So instead of an encounter, we get to pull 3 unique items, and we can purchase one of them. Now Jenny has $12, so here's hoping she gets something good. Let's start with a Sword of Glory, a 2-handed magical weapon, +6 to combat checks. Ooh, that's nice. $8, okay. Enchanted jewelry. What is this? Put 1 stamina token from the bank to avoid losing stamina. $3, all right. Maybe. The King in Yellow. Another book, okay. Ooh, this one will give us clue tokens. It's only $2. Well, what should we pick? So the King in Yellow's cool because it's a one-off, right? We use it once. We can get 4 clue tokens. So that would be really nice. Jewelry's great because we can get a couple uses out of it, and it avoids stamina loss. We have Caroline who helps us with our sanity, and all of our ladies have very low stamina. So this also has potential. And finally, of course, I'm really tempted with that weapon for poor old Amanda, who has nothing right now, and I feel like she's earned the right to carry something. So let's do it. Let's spend $8 and pick up that Sword of Glory in the hopes of maybe meeting up with Amanda here sometime soon and passing it off. Oh, wow. Our clues. Okay, I'm going to go for the fight. I'm really tempted about the King in Yellow because for us, right, we need to get these gates closed. It's the only way we can win the game. And if we can get 4 clues right off the bat this early, that would really make a big difference. But there just aren't a lot of gates right now. We have a ton of monsters. So I think I'm going to go monsters. Let's see if that's a good call or not. Hope it was. All right, encounters are over. Let's see what happens next. Be kind. Okay, a new environment card. But before we get there, of course, we're just going to start with the bottom. We have a gate at the Historical Society. Okay, great. Doom token. On. Gate going to the Dreamlands. Okay. And out of that gate will pop a lovely... What are you? Ew! A Gago. These guys are horrible. Yes, we got to stay away from him. Oh dear. Second up, the gate is going to be movement, and it's going to be pluses and moons. What have we got, Annie? So the only moving monster is going to be our cultist. He's a moon. So he's just going to shoot on out into downtown, which... it's not that great. I mean, we can go take him out, I guess. I was hoping one of those guys would move. Night Gaunt is still floating around there, I guess. But there's no way we're going down to the Historical Society with that Gug. So I guess we're going to have to head back up to Independence and see what we can do up there. And finally, we have a new environment. Okay, so blood magic is going to be a thing of the past. Instead, we're going to have some icy conditions. We receive 1 less movement point during our movement phase. Okay, not a problem for us. Fast monsters move like normal monsters. We don't have any fast. And a clue pops up at the Silver Twilight Lodge. So here we are at the end of turn 2. I really want to get through a gate. I feel like that needs to be what needs to happen. Amanda, believe it or not, has managed to pick up 5 clues, which is just unbelievable. So if I can get Jenny to pass off that sword, somehow slip her through the gate at Independence Station Square, Independence Square, and get her moving through the other worlds. I think that's going to be our best bet. She's going to be first player though next turn, so I'm not going to be able to send Caroline or Jenny up front to sort of clear the way. Hopefully we can use our sneaky evadiness to get in and out through there, because I don't want her, right? If she hits that cultist and has to combat him, then her movement turn ends. I really want to get her through that gate. All right. And of course, this happened. This guy, really, one of the easiest gates to close, of course, spawns one of the worst creatures ever. Blech. I'm gonna have to think some strategy through, but so far, we're holding our own. Classic last words for Arkham Horror.